I want to introduce myself. I'm Susan Haight. I'm president and honored to be president of the Foggy Bottom West End Village, and I want to thank you all for coming to our celebration tonight. To quote Mr. Rogers, and I know we are all the age to know who Mr. Rogers is, it's a beautiful day for our neighborhood. So I'm delighted that you decided to join our celebration. This village is going to be the 8th village in the district and the 26th in the region, which is Maryland, Virginia, and the district. We're looking forward to fulfilling our mission and providing services and social activities to help residents live independently in Foggy Bottom West End for the long term. Our brief history is that we started about 2 years ago in May of 2011 with the interim board, and we explored the possibilities of having a village, and after looking at it really hard, we decided that not only were we going to have it, we needed it. And so we researched as to what the community wanted, and then we responded to their request, and along with researching what villages were doing both locally and nationally, we came up with our idea for our village. With a lot of hard work, we are now at the point where we have a board of directors, we have elected officers, we filed for a 501c3 nonprofit status, we have 101 members, we have 84 households, and 54 volunteers. So, and there's a list of services and programs that will start immediately. I'd like to now introduce the mayor. Mr. Mayor, welcome to our village. Thank you, sir.
If you make it any lower, they'd be scraping me off the floor.
Oh, come on, come on.
Well, good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
I want you to know, first of all, the District of Columbia government is open for business. Isn't this the most bizarre thing that you've ever seen? Anybody see the debate about an hour ago that was going on? No. It was surreal. It was absolutely surreal. It was there was a bill on the House floor to exempt the District of Columbia, which is exactly what we want, right? The Republicans were arguing in favor of the bill, and the Democrats were arguing against the bill. That's the truth. That's the true story. That's the truth.
They're useless.
Which ones? The rationale was that they don't want a piecemeal bill. And my argument was, we shouldn't be a piece in the game in the first place. We're not a department of the federal government. We are a discrete city. We raise our own money, and we do things ourselves. As a matter of fact, if you want my honest opinion, our financial prudence and our financial responsibility is much greater than what I've seen up the street, okay? About 24 blocks. But that's not why y'all are here, is it? It really is wonderful to see so many people here tonight to celebrate the establishment of our 10th village. We have, where's Dr. Thompson? There he is. Oh, there he is, right in the middle. Dr. Thompson is our director of the Office of Aging Services, and we are working hard to become one of the 6 or 7 or 8 age-friendly cities in America. We are firmly committed to it, and frankly, a big part of being an age-friendly city is to make sure people have the opportunity to be able to stay in their own homes. People don't want to move out of their homes. People want to be able to stay there. And the village concept is a way of accomplishing that. It simply says that instead of people having to move out to go to services, why don't we figure out how to bring services to people? It's more humane and it's more financially prudent to do both of those things. And that's exactly what we're moving towards. The fact that we already have established now 10, and they really have been organic in the sense that they have come from the community. The community are the ones who have wanted to establish the villages, and we have wanted to be supportive of those efforts. I hope that the day comes in the not-too-distant future that we have a village in every one of our communities in the District of Columbia, and there really is no reason why we shouldn't. You know, we have 632,000 people now who live in the city, and over 100,000 of them are people who would be technically classified as seniors. That is a large population, We could never find enough out-of-home placements for people if that was the only option. And most people I know, frankly, don't want to live outside their home anyway. They want to be around their neighbors, their friends, their relatives. They want to do the things that they normally do, they do naturally. So I am happy to be here to be able to support this, and we will continue to support it. Won't we, Dr. Thompson?
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you. What if he had said no?
He furloughed.
No, he would. If he had said no, he would not have been furloughed, because if you furloughed, it implies you'll be coming back to your job or something. In any event, he does a great job leading our Office of Aging Services, and is working on the age-friendly concept, and really is incredibly popular among the people who use our services in OAS. So, in any event, I want to congratulate you all for being able to have accomplished this, to being able to have established the Foggy Bottom West End Village. That is the right way to, yeah, okay, right.
That's it.
By the way, I know this community extremely well. I went to undergraduate and graduate school at George Washington University. So I've spent a lot of time in this community over here. Foggy Bottom has a special significance for me. And I know y'all love all the students that go to George Washington University. Woo! I would like to present you, on behalf, Susan, on behalf of the entire city, this letter. I won't read all of this, but just a part of it. The Foggy Bottom West End Village is another facility or another effort in our city that offers residents services and the opportunity to remain independent in their homes. I am pleased to welcome the new addition to our city and look forward to each of you continuing to provide support in this neighborhood. On behalf of the residents of the District of Columbia, welcome to being the 10th village in the District of Columbia. Thank you very much,
Thank
Susan.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'd like to now introduce Bishop James Jelinek, who is from St. Paul's Parish.
Thank you. On behalf of St. Paul's, I want to say how proud we are to host this event tonight in our spaces, and I want to especially thank C.B. Wooldridge, who has done a tremendous job in putting together this lovely event. I also want to say how grateful I am to be part of a congregation that invests itself in the community, which this one has for many years. And just as it takes a village to raise a child, it takes a village to help us walk those last steps in life as well. So welcome all of you. Thank you for the good work you do, and keep being part of this. Thank you.
I'd like to now introduce the officers and the board members. Mary Bernstein, just wave a hand, who is our vice president and a board member. John Schechter, John, where's Big John? John, who is our secretary and board member. Rebecca Coder, most of us know Rebecca, who is our treasurer. Myrna Fawcett, Myrna. Lorna Grenadier. Beverly Gyllenhaal. Jackie Lamar. Yay. Carl Vacetta. Carl, yay. Monroe Wright, and our own CB, of course, which we can't do anything without CB. So, I also want to acknowledge many who have made significant contributions to the village. They are the Foggy Bottom Association Defense and Improvement Corporation, the Foggy Bottom Association, George Washington University, all our donors, all our volunteers, all our committee members, other villages for their valuable assistance to us, DLA Piper, who gave us pro bono legal help, Susan Lampton, who did our lovely logo, Jane Schultz, who edits our newsletter, Tom Sullivan, who updates and manages our website, Rolanda Cerro, who helped us with the early branding of the village, the Columbia residents for the use of their meeting rooms extensively, St. Paul's Parish, who we mentioned, and then our two lovely musicians who I hope you heard as you came in from NSO, Jennifer Mundy and Mahoki Injunichi. I'm not sure I said that right, but anyway, thank you very much for coming. And thanks to everyone who helped us establish this village. I now want to introduce Robert J. McDonald, who is our Director of Volunteers and Village Services. Bob?
Thank you, Susan. I'm really delighted and honored to stand here tonight as the Director of Volunteers and Village Services for Foggy Bottom West End Village. You know, as a baby boomer with more than 40 years experience in human services, I am very much aware of how vital this village is to this community. And I believe that our work is really summed up in a tagline that you can see on our website. It's very simple, just 3 phrases. Extend a hand, stay connected, and live well at home. Extend a hand. We now have 54 volunteers who are ready to provide services to our members. And we're recruiting more intergenerational volunteers, including students from GW University. And our volunteers are really the heart of our village. From doing things like friendly visits, to transportation to a medical appointment, to household tasks around the house that might just be a little too much for us these days, to computer classes. And from this day forward, a member only has to call me, to contact me, in order to be able to request services or to be able to talk about other services that they may be in need of. Stay connected. What we're about is making connections. We now have 101 members from 84 different households. We want to get all those people connected. And we are growing, and we will continue to grow. Our upcoming programs include a tour of the State Department, lectures on health and legal directives, and the Affordable Care Act, tours of the Portrait Gallery and the National Zoo, hopefully they'll be reopened, as well as many coffees and lunches. And you know, our programs are not just social events, but they're means of binding us together, binding us to one another and to this community in which we live. Live well at home. You know, it's not just a tagline. It's our work, and it's our future, and it's our promise. Thank you.
Thank you, Bob. In closing remarks, we want to thank again for you being here tonight and sharing in our celebration. Be sure to look at our website, which is www.fbwevillage.org, or look at our upcoming newsletter, which will be out at the end of this month. And we're now going to cut the ribbon, Mr. Mayor, if you will help us, and to declare that the district government is open, our village is open, the federal government is not, but who cares?
We're not closing either.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Ready?
You notice everybody got out of the way? Can we get a countdown? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. For those who did not get to count the first time, you can do it again, all right? Are you ready?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.